Hi guys, I'm Caitlin.
I'm Jazz.
And we're from Caitlin
Caitlin
and Jazz
Books. Books.
Yay!
Books.
So, this week, seeing as it's the first week in July, we're going to be doing our June wrap-up and our July TBR.
Because everyone loves it.
So, let's get going because there's quite a few.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, okay. So, I'll do the first two together because so the first and second book I read this month is Clockwork Princess and Clockwork Prince, Other Way Round, by Cassandra Clare, the last two books in the Infernal Devices trilogy. And oh dear, so good, so good. Clockwork Princess was definitely my favourite. If I'm being completely honest, can I remember what happened in Clockwork Prince? No, because I finished it like the first day into this month. But yeah, so I'll talk about this one instead. The end of Clockwork Princess had me crying. Did I?
You did?
Yeah.
Many times.
Yeah, I was like, Jasmine, I'm crying. Yeah, but it's so good. And it's basically them defeating the Magister and ish happening to a certain person.
Ish. Tea makes it better.
Yeah. But yeah, so I gave those two 5 out of 5 stars. Or, out of my thing, 6 out of 5 stars because I do that.
6 out.
Third one I read was Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling. Oh, so good. This one is one with the Triwizard tournament when Harry's name gets picked out and they have to do all these fun tasks. They're not fun. Death-defying tasks to win the Triwizard Tournament Cup. Big glory, whatnot, money. Can't remember how much money it was, but it was some money. And yeah, Harry procrastinates a lot.
Me!
Seriously, he has like 3-4 months to figure out the egg and he leaves it to the night before or something. It's like the week before, the night before.
Every homework assignment.
I was like, Harry, you had so long to do this. Anyway, yeah, so I gave that 5 out, 6 out of 5 stars. Fourth one. Well, on to my first novella, which was Zenith by Sasha Allsberg and Lindsay Cummings. If you do not know, Sasha Allsberg is a booktuber, a book utopia, and Lindsay Cummings writes The Murder Complex. And they banded together to write a series of novellas called Zenith, which is basically, it's a sci-fi, but it reads like a fantasy, and it's about space pirates. I don't know, because you know like the first one in novellas are usually introducing. It was sort of like an introducing thing, but it was so good. Oh, I went forward. Oh well. And then I posted a picture of it on Instagram, and then Lindsay Cummings followed me. And I was like, but yeah, that was a fun day.
You didn't tell me that.
Lindsay Cummings followed me.
Oh, thank you for telling me that.
Yeah, you're welcome. So yeah, I gave that 5 out of 5 stars. Everything's getting 5 stars this month. I don't even care. So good. The next book, I've read so much this month.
She's read so much.
Like, the next book I read this month, I read during work experience in Costa on my own.
You've read double what I've read.
Anyway, and that was The Sleeping Prince by Melinda Salisbury.
Sainsbury! Which
is the second book to The Sin Eater's Daughter. And yes, this is so good. It follows Erin, who's Leaf's brother, who's Leaf's sister. And it's her, like, story surrounding the Sleeping Prince, and old characters come back in, and the end. Oh man, the end killed me inside.
That good, huh?
So good. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. You know, everything got 5 stars this month.
So is it even worth mentioning the ratings?
Everything else got 5 stars, just bear that in mind. But yeah, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th book I read this month.
You're making me look bad.
Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard.
I read it before
so good.
you.
5 stars again, I'll put that out there now. And this is basically, about a girl named Mare who is a red, reds sort of are controlled by the Silvers, they do everything for the Silvers. And she's taken to work for the Silvers, and then they find out that she has an ability like the Silvers. And
but you don't know why. You
don't know why. And it's them figuring out what to do with her and what they do with her and what she does. And there's a bit of a love triangle.
But by the end of the book, it's not a triangle anymore.
It's just a line which doesn't have anyone because it's just her. 7th book is also another novella. And this was The Lost Terrandale by Cassandra Clare, which is the second one in the Tales from Shadowhunter Academy, which I can't say what it's about actually, because it is spoilers for the last City of Heavenly Fire. But it follows a certain character in Shadowhunter Academy learning how to become a Shadowhunter and the traits, and old characters come in and I'm sitting there just crying at least half of the time because I'm just like, oh my god, Clary! So yeah, 5 stars.
Shine. I've read significantly less than you. Let's move on. The first one I read this month, I think it was right at the beginning of the month actually, was The Fire Chronicle by John Stephens. And this is the reason I didn't read as many books as I wanted to, because it was so slow. It's about, wait, how long? It's like 500, it's like 450 pages or something like that. And it's not the length that, no, I've read more than that before. It's just, nothing really happened. And it was so similar to the first one. Because basically, a brief synopsis of the first one was one of them went missing. They had to go and find a magical object to rescue them. And then they rescue them. The end. And guess what happened in this one? Exactly the same, but with a different character. So it was alright. I think I gave this 2.5 stars, and I gave the first one 3. So I probably won't buy the last one. I don't even know what the last one's called. That's how much I
Is
don't
the last
care.
one
It's not on the back.
The Emerald Atlas?
No, that's the first one.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Wait.
It can't be a very popular trilogy then. Plus it's aimed at like 10-year-olds plus, so...
Yeah.
Okay. I also read Red Queen this month, before you. Before you.
I have the second one.
Yeah, well I don't because I'm poor.
I got it today.
Well, lucky you. I actually have money now. I could go and get it, but, you know, I want to buy more than one book. I don't want to spend 11 quid on getting a massive book. I'll wait till the smaller version comes out. And then I'll probably have forgotten what happens. But it was so good. Like, Caitlin's already told you a brief synopsis, really, so I can't really say much about this, but oh my god, it was so good. I loved it. I'm definitely going to get Glass Sword, because it just looks amazing. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
What did I read? What else
next?
did I love you.
That's my book!
I know it is. Okay, I read The Scorched Trials. The Bumblebee cover Scorched Trials. Sorry. I liked it, actually. I didn't like it as much as The Maze Runner.
Do you like Teresa?
No.
Good!
I gave Maze Runner 4 stars. I gave this 3 stars.
I thought Scorched Trials was better than Maze Runner.
Really? I didn't
It took
think
me
so.
ages to get into Maze Runner.
I got into Maze Runner straight away. I don't like... It's not really a spoiler, but there's these random silver blob things. And that just
They're
ruined
balls.
it.
No, they're not. It's because there was this man telling them that they had to go back, and the bulls were to try and get them to go back, but them being them didn't go back. Yeah.
It's still really unrealistic. I mean, I know the whole premise of the book is unrealistic,
Yeah.
but that was the most unrealistic, I think, of all of them. But yeah, I quite enjoyed it. I'm going to buy the Death Cure because, you know, trilogies, and I want to find out how it all ends, and I do kind of ship Barbara and Thomas.
Barbara? Brenda.
Brenda.
Barbara. I ship
Barb.
Brenda and Thomas too.
Brendan.
Brenda.
I read this month, which I finished yesterday, is Half Bad by Sally Green. I gave this 3 out of 3 stars out of 5.
3 out of 3 is that.
3 out of 3 is amazing, actually. But, yeah, I think it started off really well, and then it got slightly, like, more boring towards the end. But I still really enjoyed it. I love the characters, and I really ship 2 specific characters, which I can't really name, because spoilers. But, yeah, I love it so much. And I'm gonna buy Half Wild at some point, when I can be bothered.
When I can be bothered.
When I can be bothered. But I love the look at this beautiful cover. It just looks so beautiful. My dad, he found this on the coffee table and he said, "Jasmine, is this your book? Bad Half?" And I was like, "You're reading it wrong."
Everyone come. Everyone just be calm for a minute. I can't read. Late midnight, like such a it's gorgeous. Can you see the shine that comes to it? Can you see that? It's so good. It is massive. It is over 600 pages. It has a short story at the back, 660 something pages, and it's also massive, and I'm halfway through, and it's taken me a week to get halfway through, but I read like a book's worth. But it's so good, and it follows Emma and Julian, who come into City of Heavenly Fire, and it's basically about a character, one of their siblings, who went missing, and their sibling comes back, and there's murders going on, people who've been killed the same way Emma's parents were killed, so they're trying to figure out that mystery whilst trying to sort out the brother that comes back, and it's very good. So good. So good. And it's gorgeous, like, and there's a short story at the back of Clary and all the Mortal Instruments gang. Exciting times.
Right, my current read is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas.
I said just Sarah J. Maas.
Mass. And I love it. Look at this beautiful cover.
The other side.
And the other side, she's like wearing a dress, and then she's wearing like a really cool leather thing. I prefer that, to be honest. But it's amazing. I don't even know how you pronounce her name. Is it Selena or Selena? Selena. I love her so much. She's so sassy. I ship her with Jace. If we did that again, it would actually work so well.
I ship me with Jace, so I'm sorry, Jace is now taken by me.
Sure. But yeah, it basically follows her. She used to be an assassin, but she got caught, and she's been working in the mines, the royal mines, as punishment. But then she gets given a choice of being the prince's champion in a tournament, in exchange for her freedom. And that's as far as I've got, and that's only 25 pages. So I'm interested to see how they fill out the next 300 pages, seeing as the thing.
My TBR for this month is the first one being Throne of Glass. Yeah.
I'm determined. If you overtake me,
I won't overtake you because I've got half of this left to read.
Okay, that's fine.
It's going to take me like another week to read this, and then I'm off to Venice.
Oh, that's
so yeah.
Well, I'm on a boat for a week, so
yeah.
Great.
So yeah, she pretty much gave a synopsis of it, where it's about Selena, who's an assassin,
etc.
Can't really say much because I haven't actually read it yet, but that's by Sarah J. Maas. So yeah,
do it.
The next book I'm going to be reading is A Court of Thorns and Roses, also by Sarah J. Maas. If you cannot tell, I'm in a mood for Sarah J. Maas this month. Yeah, but this was, how do you say that name? Fair. How do you say her name? I think it's a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, a really loose retelling of Beauty and the Beast. Yeah. She has to do something to get free from something. That's pretty much what I've got from
Think Beauty and the Beast, just...
Yeah. Think loose retelling of Beauty and the Beast. So yeah, A Court of Thorns and Roses. The crack I'm going to be reading is Dorothy Must Die.
You know what's funny?
What?
I've had that book on my TBR for the last 8 months, and yet you were going to read it before me.
I love this.
I know. When you were out of the room, I kept on doing that because it's so satisfying.
And it's when you do this, and it just
so,
stays open.
I love floppy books.
But yeah, that's by Danielle Page, and this is a retelling of Wizard of Oz. I think what happens is the old Dorothy is like the runner of Oz, and she turns bad, and a new girl has to go and
undo
save
what she did in
the
Oz.
Yeah, basically save Oz from Dorothy. That's what I've got from the back. Amy, that's her name.
Amy Garm.
Yeah.
Amy Garm.
So yeah, that's my third book.
I'm really looking forward because that's on my next month's TBR.
The next book I'm reading is Fallen in Love by Lauren Kay, which is a series of 4 short stories, I'm pretty sure, in the middle of Passion and Rapture of the Fallen series, and I think it follows all the couples, like they all have one story. Much excited. I'm just looking forward to Lewis and Daniels because we really ship them. But yeah, I don't really know, because there's 4 stories, so I think there's one that's Miles and someone, Roland and someone, Lewis and Daniel and someone else and someone else. There we go. So yeah, Fallen in Love by Lauren Kay.
The first one on my TBR is The Spook's Secret by Joseph Delaney, who is now rapidly becoming one of my most favourite authors ever. Because look at these covers, they are so beautiful. I mean, I don't care if there's about 12 books in the series and I'm only on the 3rd one.
I'm going to read them all.
I have got the 4th one as well because I just like, I feel like with a long series I need to have 2 in advance.
I feel you.
Even if I know I'm not going to read it for ages. So yeah, there's a good 20 books by him I need to read, but this is number 3. I'm gonna make it. It's basically about a boy called Tom, who is an apprentice to the local spook, who is a sort of... He's a guy that hunts ghosts and witches and things. And it's really old-fashioned and I love it, and it's just beautiful. And it smells like a book. Second one I have to read this month is one that I think it's definitely aimed at a younger audience, but I actually love the author. So I thought, let's go out with a bang with her, because I love her. Sally Nicole's All Fall Down. I've actually wanted to read this for so long.
It's about Black Death. It's about the Black Death.
It is about the Black Death. It's a diary sort of story from someone's point of view during the Black Death. So, of course, it's going to be a very happy book, obviously. I'm looking forward to that.
Die.
I need to read it when I'm in a good mood, because otherwise, yeah, it's not going to be very happy. But feel it. It doesn't feel like a book. It feels like proper matte paper. It's such a satisfying feeling, and I love it. I love Sally Nichols as an author. She is amazing. She's written some of my favourite books, so, you know, I trust her. And the final book on my TBR for this month is Shadows by Ilsa J. Bick, which is the second one in the Ashes trilogy. Ashes was okay. I think I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars, but I already had the second one, so I thought, why the hell not? It's about... I keep saying basically. I've realised that.
Basically, I say like a lot.
It's fine. It's about a sort of zombie apocalypse sort of thing. In Ashes, an electromagnetic pulse hit everyone, and it made some people gain superpowers and other people turn into mindless zombies. And it's from the point of view... Apparently it's as good as the Hunger Games. It's not. But,
I think it's as good as the Hunger Games.
I can't remember the actual name of the... I think her name's Alex. I couldn't remember. I read the first one ages ago. Alex is she has a brain tumour, so she's dying anyway. And there's a really hot guy in it, but we haven't seen him since like halfway through Ashes, so I'm interested to see what happens to him. And the end of Ashes was really confusing, so hopefully they'll explain that.
Can I tell you something happy?
Yeah.
As good as the Hunger Games, or you get your money back. See inside for details.
Nothing there.
We're good. Okay, so thank you for watching. Sorry if this is really long.
But, you know, we just like to read.
Yeah.
That's what you're here for.
Anyway, yeah, so thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week.
Bye!
Bye.